Hey there, Flunkie Force is Game Flunky. Today, we're heading back into Tyranny. This will begin episode 1 of the series. In each episode, I'll talk a little bit about the game. I'll do a couple missions. Right now, my base plan is to do one main mission along with some side missions that go along with it. Because that's kind of like how these games function. Is that you have a big part you have to do along these little pieces that kind of go along with it in a sense. So I'll try my best, along with explaining fleshing out more of the mechanics that apply to this game, so you have a better understanding of certain events that may or may not happen. There are different ways to play this game, so my way isn't the only way you can, and I hope you do find other ways too. These games are meant to be tried in different forms. If you try saving someone's life, you try killing someone, if you tried agreeing, try to disagree. So my way isn't the only way of playing, but this is how I've done it, and I hope it helps you out in some ways. I'll explain also little nuances along the way as well, so I hope you enjoy it, guys. Alright, so basically, after the Let's Play got finished, I'm pretty much done with working with Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus. If you go back to the entrance where you first spawned in at, if you go to the left instead of the right where all the combat was, there's a little ledge you can hop down. If your athleticism is high enough, you just scale down. Now, if your athleticism isn't high enough, I think there's a penalty roll that can end up causing harm to your group. So that's a little tiny secret area you can find. There's some items there, nothing that really stuck out, just a little tiny Easter egg for you. Other than that, that was pretty much as far as this particular area, because the Let's Play pretty much explained what else had happened prior. Now, next up, what we're going to head to is Disfavored Camp. Disfavored Camp, sorry about that. Real quick, now, spoiler alert, this is about the story this time, and I'll have a description below warning people. But anyway, there are two main factions vying for this particular area because of the Kairos' edict. It's Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus. Alright, so basically right here, I'm going to speed this part up. Basically, you run into a little tiny side mission, a man running into some trouble. Basically, what this mission does is pretty much give you a gist of how the game's going to run, what mechanics are, how you're going to interact. Like I said before, your options do matter. So what you choose and how you interact can ultimately affect how people interact with you. So basically, if you choose, in this case, if I chose to be, instead of violent but kind, Verse, which is my companion that I picked up prior during the battle, she might not respond well to me being kind. She responds to chaos and not dishonorable, but she responds to chaos and not really following any orders and going your own way. So keep that in mind. Like I said, this ain't nothing special, so I'll fast forward through this a little bit and skip to the next, or I just might skip to the next area. I don't know why I'm telling you guys. So next up, after you get done dealing with that little side mission or whatever, you'll head to the Disfavored Camp. Again, how you interact with the guards is like before, depends on how the Disfavored treats you. Remember, this is their camp, so kind of don't be a dick unless you want to make good with the Scarlet Chorus, depending on who you're trying to side with. Just basically what you do is you walk in through the main entrance, go to the back, there's that big tent you see right there to the right, and that begins some dialogue. I'm going to fast forward through it because I don't want to take 10 forevers trying to, explain it. Shut up, guys. Don't judge.
Strategic failures? Who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token?
Alright, so basically this whole part of it's pretty much a pissing contest between the two litters of kittens, guys. Between the two leaders of the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus. Pretty much, depending on how you want to go about your storyline, pretty much this is how you started off. This really makes a big impact of who you side with in this disagreement. I'm not going to get too much into it, but just be mindful as always who you decide to side with. All this will do is give you your first mission. Now, okay guys, so the audio might have seemed like I just cut it out because I just deleted part of it. I was going to do this whole spiel about Barrick, and I did some background checking again to make sure I got my story straight. Barrick was at a place called the Stalwart. It was, was a fortress pretty much that was impregnable. Like currently, Kairos' edict was in place to pretty much weaken the Stalwart, which you, the player, I think can decide to give that edict, like you're doing now. And when the edict read, it pretty much destroyed everything, whatever. But what happened was, instead of retreating with the rest of the Disfavored, like Barrick was ordered to, him and a band of his brothers went against the orders, charged into this place called Sentinel's Stand, and when the edict was read and the spell was cast, something happened to the armor that he was wearing or something like that and attached to his skin, and now he's pretty much a walking sentinel with armor. And here's the thing, what really kind of sickening is that the armor can't come off. It's grafted to the skin, so you have to oil it. And can you imagine trying to shit and piss in that? I'm gonna throw up just thinking about it. Anyway, so he's completely melded to his armor because of the edict that was cast. Somehow he survived, but he's very loyal to Disfavored, and he would not like it if you said anything bad. He would throw pillows at you, pillow filled with knives. So yeah, that's the guy you're meeting. So anyway, so going into a little bit more, Barrack is completely loyal to the Disfavored, so if you're trying to win him over, best thing to do is kiss the Disfavored's ass and try your best. Going into it a little bit further, though, as I did a little bit more research, another thing I want to talk about as far as mechanics goes is depending on how your interaction is with each faction and each companion, they have a favored bar and a fear bar. What happens is on each one, you can, at each rank, kind of, you get a new ability. Like, I'm not gonna get too much into that, but basically, if you push further in favored or fear for any faction or companion, grants you special bonuses or powers. It's like, for instance, me and Barrack do like a combination attack. We bound on it, like clap our shields, and we attack our opponents. Pretty cool, nice little dance routine. So before you head out to conquer Echocall Crossing, past the area where you met Barrack, go past the training center, platform, past the jail cells, and off to the left you see a blacksmith. Talk to a blacksmith, and he'll give you a quest for locating the iron shipment that was lost, which can be easily found at Echocall Crossing. It'll pretty much pop up on your screen. I don't even know how I located it myself. If some of y'all could see this video and tell me how I located it, please inform me, because I am completely freaking lost. But anyway, basically, you go into Echocall Crossing, you get done battling a few people, and then it pops up on your screen, hey, you found the iron, the boxes with the iron materials, and that quest is done. Little side quest while you're at Echocall Crossing. Pick it up on your way. Like I said, it's next to the platform where you met Barrack. You go completely, just keep walking right, because you see right there in the corner on the left-hand side. Go past the jail cells, and he's right there off to the left, working on some gear. So there you go, a little mini side quest to give you guys a head start. Okay, so we're going to head to Echocall Crossing. It's the dot over here on the river. The one on the left is the other area we're going to go to for the quest tomorrow that we're going to do. But it's the Scarlet Chorus quest, or faction quest. But we're doing the Disfavored one. But before we head there, we run to a quote-unquote ambush kind of discussion with a thing called a manta or something. They control the weather and water and stuff of that nature. Basically, she's going to ask you to hand over some prisoners and make a trade. You can decide either to agree with her or not. I decided not to. I told her to pretty much go fuck herself, and I let her walk away alive. Now, you could attack her on sight, or you can agree to trade with her the prisoners. Solely up to you.
I advise caution.
She works with the Venderin Guard, obviously.
Only thing more dangerous than a tearsman is an educated one.
Yeah, Barrack's a little racist, you know? You know, it's just like a quiet racist. Like, it's cute and cuddly, but like prickly thorns.
Defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners.
Oh, snap.
We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing,
yeah, she wants to
and
trade.
Though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live.
Yeah, which like I said before, I decided not to. So we're going to skip to Echocall Crossing.
Negotiate.
Now, when you hit the Echocall Crossing, you're going to meet two leaders of the current regime that are trying to take it back. Antio, who is the leader of this favorite faction here, and I think Quib is the name, leader of the Scarlet Chorus. And the Venderin Guards have fought back and pushed them over a bridge. I know I'm really dumbing down what happened, but anyway, you're pushing them over. They pushed them back, and there's lost a lot of numbers. The only way I saw for me to get this done was I had to get Antonio, the Disfavored, to grovel and beg for the Scarlet Chorus guy to help him out. Like I said, this is my way and how I went about doing the quest. Now, there might be a different way you could have done it. You could have done the Scarlet Quest first, and maybe that would have changed what would happen. I don't know. But I think because my faction, I had such a negative input or impact on the Scarlet Chorus, I don't think I have much of a choice. Now, if you decide to do this and make Antonio grovel, you know what's going to happen. Barrack is totally going to hate your ass. So, bear in mind you're gonna lose some favor. Actually, no, you don't lose favor. You actually just put more fear into Barrack. It's a weird combination. It's like whatever. Don't judge. He has issues. Mommy and daddy issues. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, get Quib to get Antonio to grovel. Tell him he has to do it. Cars' rule. Basically, you're gonna say, you can say a multitude of different things. I think I said just do it because next to your shitty command men have died underneath you, and just do that. So, all right. I know I do a really horrible job explaining things, but it's, you know, it's my way of doing it. So shut up and enjoy. All right. So basically, what you're gonna do now is you're going to get the attention of the Venderin Guard. The plan is to, there are 2 bridges right now. One that's currently attached to a drawbridge that you're about to see in a couple minutes. That's going to be raised by the Venderin Guard. Prevents us access to it. And then you're going to have another bridge that is broken. The idea that you're going to do is pretty much keep them preoccupied in conversation while the Scarlet Chorus and the Disfavored tie a line that will allow them to go from one bank to the other and sneak across. When that happens, you pretty much go over there, kick some booty, kick some ass, and boom, there you go. Like I said, the only part you have to do right here is to keep them preoccupied while they throw the line across on the other bridge, which we'll skip to in about a couple seconds. All you gotta do is talk to them and keep them like preoccupied with you, so nothing that'll divert their attention. So whatever you think is work best, because I went my way, and my way doesn't always work. I think I hit 2 and 3. I think, yeah. Venderin gain wrath with oh no, you gain wrath with Venderin Guard, yeah. So obviously you're gonna piss them off because I think they're trying to plead with you, like turn around, don't come back. You know, they're trying to pretty much tell you we're revolting because we hate your shitty rule. Under Kairos is the d-bag, but obviously because this game doesn't really give a shit if you're good or evil, you're kind of gonna have to go with the thing. So go with what you need to go with. So anyway, keep preoccupied, and then eventually the quest will notify you, or they'll just walk away and the quest will notify you. Oh look, they're preoccupied. Or if you didn't, it probably will tell you, holy shit, they know you're trying to fuck them over and kick your little booty. So. Though I kind of got it right, so I got lucky with that. Don't want to find out because they have the only drawbridge, so good that it worked for me. Okay, basically what you do now, I just got done informing Quib and Antonio, whatever the hell his name is, about what has happened. Just go over to the bridge, use your athleticism, and climb across. Side footnote, if you do not have high enough athleticism, Barrack should be high enough. So if you don't have high enough, like if you're like trying to like open a lockbox, or if you're trying to get across a rope, the player with the highest stat that you know of, keep an eye on this, and I said this before in Let's Play, try to keep your team versatile in their specials like athleticism, lore, subterfuge. Barrack has way high enough athleticism, so what you need to do is use whoever has the highest athleticism at this moment, because God forbid you don't, and you go across that flimsy ass rope, I guarantee you're gonna fall the hell off. Just saying. Just saying. Now, after you engage, you're gonna run into some more engagements like before in my little, thing. You're gonna notice you can't go anywhere else, which I was kind of stumped at first. What you have to do is you have to backtrack, go to the first bridge where you had to keep her preoccupied. You see where it's glowing yellow? That means this quest important. Click that. Then Antonio and Quib will come across, and they'll say, "Well, we'll hold this area," and then you just march on to the next point, which is up here to the right, up north, to the northeast. All right, and you just keep going up there. And you're on to the next area. Now, when you get done going to the next area, or not when you get done going to the next area, when you get to the next area, pretty much is a straight shot after that. You go up, and I think to the right. Like again, I pre-recorded, so I'm trying to remember what I did. Just engaged the enemy opponents. Enemy opponents like a double redundant. Say anyway, well, you'll be engaged.
They're here! Run! Go now!
Yeah, pretty much. They're simply easy. By the way, piece of advice: do not let Ferris. Do not let Verse fight by herself. She is not defensively strong, so you have Barrack back her up. Or you, depending on how you want to play, if your character's able to do it. But pretty much, she's good for... Actually, Verse is actually good for long-distance attack, too. She can launch a fiery arrow that can debilitate their opponents and weaken them and eventually kill them over time. That's something to keep in mind. Isn't that so nice? So sweet. I love her. A little side cliff note. The reason why it's dark is I actually have a campfire. You can take camp, you can go to camp, you can camp anywhere you want in the game, as long as you're not in combat or certain areas if they're prohibited. Anyway, after you get done fighting a little section within the ghetto, you head up, go to the right, go up these stairs. You're going to end up going around, I think. I might be wrong. No, I went the wrong way. That's what it was. Nope, John, turn around. I go. There you go. And then you head down south.
Kairos' soldiers are here!
Alright, so when you head down south, the quest, when you get about to that area, and I'm going to fast forward through this real quick, but when you get past this fight, just head down these stairs, and the quest for the iron ingots will finish automatically for you.
On it.
Alright, so after you get past this part, I just show the fighting, because right now the fights are pretty easy, and there's no need to explain how you should fight or what you should do. I am cluelessly running around like a jackass trying to find what I need. You know, sometimes it's almost like nerve-wracking watching myself play. Like, I just want to throw a punch myself. You would think that I would just turn around. There you go. There you go. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is, up left. The quest is done. I don't even know where the boxes are at if I overlooked them. I actually, at this point, yeah, see, I was checking it. I found the boxes, and I was like, where the fuck are the boxes? Where are they? Did they glitch out? Did I miss them? Yeah, I'm clearly looking around like I'm going to find them anytime soon. But whatever. Alright, so here's the final battle for Echocall Crossing. Basically, the lady you were trying to keep the attention of while they put the rope across the bank to get to the other side. This is pretty much the final fight with her. You get engaged. I think you get hit her first. You can let her go free to warn her that your allies will most likely kill her. But I, again, chose to be the dick and attack her, which normally isn't my style, but Tyranny apparently will punish you for not being a douchebag, so whatever. So, again, however you want to play, however you choose. I decided to kill her at the end. You know, obviously you have to beat her in the fight. The thing is, doing so, if you do that, because you've already kind of lost favor with the disfavored, which is kind of double entendre, whatever, because you made Antonio's grovel equips feet. Am I saying this dude's name right? I'm sorry if I'm not. So that lost a little bit of honor with them, or favor, or put fear in them, whatever you want to call it. So by deciding to kill the lady, which I'm forgetting her name right now, builds up your favor with the disfavored. Obviously, the Scarlet Chorus ain't gonna like that, but I don't think I lost anything for them for killing her. I think because she's dead anyway, who cares? So then after that, you would decide whether or not to burn this village to the ground or not. I decided not to, because the disfavored wanted to burn the bitch to the ground. The Scarlet Chorus are like, look, we're the first one to tell you we love flame. We are pyromaniacs, but homeboy, calm down. We might not need to light the place on fire. So what I decided was to give half the village to the Scarlet Chorus for the numbers. Because Scarlet Chorus, part of their army is made up of Furies, which is like a small contingent, men and women, which are what versus. And then you have like slaves and madmen that they're not really good for anything but to keep their ranks full. That's about it. That's pretty much it. This actually, a little side note too. Disfavored, they actually do not recruit anyone who's not from the Northern Territories, because their whole battalion was based off their leader. I think Graven Ash, who fought against Kairos at one point, fighting for another king. When Kairos defeated him, it came at a great cost, apparently, because Graven Ash and his men, which they won't talk about his old men, apparently the name was stricken from the history books because he wasn't allowed to mention it or something. But the disfavored decided at that point they would never, or they never did at any point, recruit anybody that's not of the Northern bloodline. A little side note. So there you go, guys. That's how you conquer Echocall Crossing. I hope it's explanatory as much as I possibly can. I'm kind of new at doing this. It's not like I forgot the other ones I did. There's so many videos, but I hope I get better at this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like it. I hope it's a little bit funny and humorous. Like I said, I'm going to practice like anything else I've been doing. I'm going to get better at it and critique myself and bash my head into a wall while I try to do this, because I like it this way. I like playing it pre-recorded, then talking over what I did. That way I have a better understanding, and then I don't talk myself to death. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. If you want to see more, obviously I hope you do. There will be more. Yes, there will be more of me talking mad shit. Alright, guys, Echocall Crossing. I'll see you next time. This is GameFlunky, signing off. Okay, so a little side note. If you head up back north where your tent was, where you met with the two leaders of the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus, off to the side up top are two guys that could teach you skills to raise your attacks with certain weapons, like one-handed weapons, parry. Depends on what you want to do, and it could go for you or your companions, which could in turn level you up. So you just pay copper, whatever the form of money, currency they want, and you just pay them. And both of them, there are two of them, Lucia and I think Marcus. Just talk to one or the other, and they both teach you different styles. and that can help level you up faster if you have the coin to do so. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the leveling up system and the attribute system. Right here is when you level up, you can apply points to strength, I think resolve. I have horrible eyesight right now because I'm looking at this after I've already recorded it. Basically, you just apply your points wherever you want after you leveled up. Typical attribute system for games like these. Next, after you do that, which if I would hurry up and save already, because oh my god, watching myself play is like really annoying to me. Anyway, it has a skill tree system kind of like World of Warcraft, Dragon Age Inquisition. You have a bunch of trees, you have leadership, you have defense, you have power, a bunch of other things. For this attempt, because I had to reload my save like a bunch of times to get my choices right with my chat, I went defense. All basically dependent upon you and how you want to play. But I will say this. Barrack is a defensive player too as well, same with me. That might kind of offset it because the way the game works is kind of like the aggro system, is that once you engage with an opponent, if your engagement is high enough, it'll attract other players, or other NPCs when you're battling. That could offset your tactical combination because you're pulling away aggro from other companions. Best thing to do if I were you is either take your main character, which my main character has two, a sword and shield and two-handed mace, is if you don't want to have two people with shields, either switch your character over to another weapon style and take away the aggro from him, or have the same, or put the reverse on Barrack or any other defensive style character and take away the defensive capabilities of him, or aggro pretty much, and make him into a straight DPS. That dependent solely upon you. Companions do have the same thing as you. They level up, get points you can put into their attribute system, and they have skill trees of their own. But the difference is they don't have as many as you do. They only have skill trees that apply to a particular style of combat. And I think it's only 2 trees you can pick from, or put points in. So, just want to give you a little brief synopsis with that.